Hello everyone, welcome back. Logan here doing the deck building portion. As you can see, off screen we have separated everything into piles, mostly creatures up top and then the enchantments, instant sorceries further down. Looking through here already, I have pretty much decided what I want to do. Me and Mowgli's looked at some of the cards off screen just to get a rough idea. That way this is not an hour-long video per person. I'm probably going to be going with elementals with a few other things mixed in just as support. And looking at that, I'll be mostly focusing on red because red has the most elementals. So with that being the case, we'll go ahead and remove the black. Set it off to the side. This is a shapeshifter, so that is a potential elemental, so that can stay. White will also be going. I really want to try to go into white, but I don't think there's just enough support currently, or at least for what we pulled. White does have enough for Kitkin, but not for elementals, and I kind of like my elementals. We'll slide some stuff around. Alright. So, for the red supports that we have, only 5 cards, with most of it being burn, and then another gain control of target creature. It gains haste. If the creature is a goat, it gets +3/+0. I don't mind stealing from Mowgli. Mowgli's done enough to me. It's time to see what it feels like when I do it to him. So all of these will be going into my deck. Looking at some of the multicolored cards that we pulled, there is a few that stood out to me. Specifically the Catharis. It is a 6 cost for a 3/4, but I can invoke it to make either some tokens real fast if need be, or to give everything +1/+1 in haste. And when you pair that with this one here, the Twin Flame Travelers, for triggering an elemental ability twice, I think that can be very fun. So I will be looking at blue and red. And with that, I will be grabbing another shapeshifter and the other elemental from the multicolors. We'll be grabbing the artifact because it's choose a type, elemental, gain life when I cast a spell that chooses a type. Always nice to gain life. A colorless shapeshifter. The land is also nice because choose a type, I can mana fix for that type. Green will be coming out. And now we're left with the pure blues and pure reds. I know as I was doing elementals, but I have to take the goblin. This spell cannot be countered, ward, pay 2 life. Spells can't be countered, and other creatures have ward, pay 2 life. There is only, I believe we only pulled 1 counter spell, but it's safe to sorry, and then if he does go into red, he has to pay life to touch me, so I'm fine with it. More elementals, just because it's red and elementals. I will not be grabbing the Group Hug Elemental, which is the Lava Leaper for a 4/4. All the creatures have haste, and whenever a player taps a basic land for mana, that player adds 1 mana of any type of that land produced. I'm not trying to ramp him, I only want to ramp me, so sorry Mowgli. And then I am looking at the 2 blues instants that we have of the counter spell, so hello team. Get to try team blue out for once. And then run away together just to potentially bounce stuff if he gets too annoying with something. And then in blue, I am basically just grabbing the 2 elementals that it has. And I decided because I played Pranger long enough, I want some flying in here just in case. So I'm going for the 3-drop 2/2 of Glamourmite with Flash Flying, and when this creature enters, I can either tap or untap a creature. I will be putting 2 of those in. So with all that, I should be sitting around 40 to the 42 card mark, which is perfectly fine for this format. And that is the deck I'm looking at building. All right, let's toss it over to Mowgli.
Hey everybody, this is Mowgli here. And we kind of looked through it before we set on here to save some time, you know. So I decided that I was going to go with goblins because I believe that is the most chaotic thing I can do. So I know here we're going to take the goblins out. Let's get rid of these. First of all, let's get rid of the white, because we know we ain't going to use white. And then green, and get this blue out of here. Forgot one. Alrighty. And then we'll just lay this. There's only 3 red goblins, which is sad. But I believe the black will make up for that. And then the shapeshifter, and then some of the red instants and sorceries there. Of course, the artifact dawn blessing, and then of course we'll take this land. And over here for the colorless, we're going to take this bird because me and Logan are just such afraid of not having flyers because of a certain person. Not gonna name names here. And then we're gonna get a shapeshifter and a goblin. I believe that's all. Yep. You know, me and Logan, we've hung out a lot. We kind of understand each other. I kind of want to do elementals, but you know, I'll let Logan have some fun with that this go around. But these are the cards I picked because I think it would be fun for me, at least. And of course, like Logan said, why not pass up on the goblin there that can't be countered and make your opponent pay life? Because, you know, knowing Logan, he kind of likes to target things a lot, so I'll make him pay some life there. And then, of course, I got to make some life link just in case. Just in case. You never know when you need that extra bit of life. But that's what I've decided to go with. Red-black. Make some chaos happen. So I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Alright everyone, welcome back. If you've been watching the video, you've just seen us put together our decks, or you skipped ahead just to see what we built. Well, you'll have to find out in the next video. But I have my deck ready.
I have mine.
Predictions, how do you think you're going to do? Elementals versus goblins. Goblins do have a habit of getting out of control.
I think I'm going to do okay. Really, my goal is to try to do what I did last time. Gotta make it a little chaotic for you guys.
A little chaotic, you know. Yeah. With that, the hexing goblin in there, I feel like that's going to be a little bit of chaos. We both went into red, we grabbed all the board wipes and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, just making you pay some life to target me seems like a good plan to have.
Always.
And had to be the blue player. Grab the only counter spell. Don't know if it'll come up, but if it does, I get to join the blue team for once. It will be a very short join. Don't worry, guys. Alright. You ready to play?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Before we hop into it, do you have any cards that you want to see? I mentioned seeing the goblin.
Yeah.
I'll just take a quick look through here, see what I like.
I kind of want to see the land that we both chose.
The land, if I can find it, the Dawn Blessed Penance, I think is going to be a very good card for just gaining a life.
Yeah.
Because we went tribal, so it's basically play a card, gain a life, almost. Play a creature, gain a life.
I think I'm also wanting to see the
Your Abigail
Abigail.
for a first strike, flying first strike lifelink. That's
because I do have some high power creatures like a 5/5 and
Oh.
5/4.
that can be a pain. But I'm in red and blue, so